Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel on this episode of Milan Coast to Coast. I'm solo today. Gio's busy doing one of his porno specials, so you got me all alone. Today, we're going to be discussing the trip to France to face the second leg against Rennes and how it turned out. The Europa League adventure continues, baby. We're going to go through the report card, give all these guys a grade and see if they pass the class. Then we're going to be talking about the road ahead, who it could be next for us. And then, of course, the other results that are going on in the Europa League right now. We got questions from the chat, so if you want to leave a question, put it in the chat, and we'll get to it later in the show. We're going to preview the big matchup against Gasparini's boys on the weekend against Atalanta. Oh, it's a full house today, baby. And despite maybe how you feel about the game, what you got to do is what we need you to do, baby. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our latest videos. Smash that like button. Leave a comment if you're watching later. Be in the chat. Be a part of everything, baby. We got it all. People, today is a special day. Not only do we get to watch our beloved Milan, but it's happy birthday, Stevie P! And you know what Stevie P wants? A victory on Sunday for his buddy Vinny T. Guys, are you ready? Because you know I am, baby. Let's go!
Milan Weekly Podcast presents Milan Coast to Coast with your host, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa! Si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Teo Hernandez, coast to coast, del numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino.
Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio, your host for the evening, without my partner, Gio. Where is this guy? He's doing pornos in Cali. Who knows what he's doing out there, but he's sure he's working hard. But on this episode, it's Milan Coast to motherfucking Coast, baby. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. As you can tell, I'm solo, and I'm still going to bring that fire despite being alone. Listen, maybe it wasn't everything you hoped it would be, but my man, we are still on to the next round. With a 3-0 lead going into this second leg, Milan still was able to weather the storm, and we're going to go through it all. But first thing first, got to give another. Again, if you don't know, today's a special day. Happy birthday, Stevie P. Stevie, I'm sure he's like 25, 26, whatever Stevie is. Happy birthday to him. I know Milan tried so hard to ruin his birthday, but the Europa League adventure continues. Now, if you guys watched any of the clips on Twitter that was circulating, it was quite a show to see our Curva, of course, in full effect, taking up the streets in France. And, you know, Rennes, they were great hosts. I saw videos of them handing drinks out to people, handing out sausage rolls, paws, all right? Handing out all this stuff, being great, gracious hosts, even putting out a whole thing in their paper of what to do into the city. I mean, great stuff, great hosts there. You can see they were happy for the occasion, and their team did not let them down. Unfortunately, our team did not bring the fire like I would have done because we lost 3-2, God damn it. Now, bit of a hiccup to start the game. Within the first 15 minutes, we ended up giving up a goal. Rennes takes the lead 1-0. We were able to get it back from a nice cross from Teo Hernandez to Jovic to tie the game. But here comes the shit show as we keep going. We give up a penalty. Jovic with a handball. They go up 2-1. We tie the game just to give up another penalty to let them take the lead. And their fans were going crazy, just igniting flares. I mean, you could see the last 15, 20 minutes of the game was covered in smoke, but we were just trying to weather the storm to get through to the other round. Our 3-0 aggregate turned into a 5-3 aggregate win, and that was enough for us. Guys, I honestly was not thrilled with the way we played. Very passive. You could see they were very much feeling like they were already, they had done everything they needed to do in the first leg, but this team was here to battle. RENNES was playing great. A couple of the penalties that we gave up, man. Kier giving up the second penalty. I don't know if it's too soft. I'm not quite sure, man. Too many chances from Leal. He had a good chance at the beginning, but he had a couple of times he was one-on-one. Just misplays the ball. Gets it easily stolen away from him. Not what you want to see, but I emphasize, Leal is not 100%, and you can still see it. Whether he's going to be 100% for the weekend game, who knows, man. But Pulisic was out there, again, wishing we could get more. Jovic at one point looked like he was going to punch somebody. I thought, not twice in 1 week, you bonehead, but it didn't happen. He did get his one goal. Not enough because he gives up a penalty. So we're going to go through all of these, man. So this is where I need everybody, man. The crowd, great display that the Curva of RENNES put. I mean, go check out the image. It was great, man. It was a great little display they put on. Sick. I for a second, again, it fooled me. Everything looked very similar to the type of stuff that we do, but oh, man. Defensively, we look like a City of B team. I'm not disagreeing with you, Dan. 7 goals in 1 week is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And there's a lot of questions to be had. And I'm here to address all of them. And I want you guys, this is where I need you here, all right? Later in this show, we're going to talk about the questions from the chat. So if you have any that you want me to address and get into, please put them in there. I will star them. It's a little hard to kind of pay attention to the chat and to keep doing this, but I'm going to do my best. So leave them in there. Let's go, baby. Time to hit the classroom because a lot of these sons of bitches are going to summer school. Let's do the report card. Let's put it up. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let me fit this. I got to fit this. There we go. So a little report card. Let's go, baby. All right. Fix my shit here. All right, so Magic Mike. Well, let me tell you something. This guy's not pulling no rabbits out his hat anymore, man. Listen, I know people get very defensive about Mike. All right. And I get it. He is still a great keeper. I don't want to put him down for no reason whatsoever. But let's honestly talk about the fact that how much do we need to expect for this guy to save a penalty? Is it ever going to happen? I have a fucking thing that, let me show you. Hold on one second here, right? Courtesy of our friends at Milan Club Dublin. Last time Mike saved a penalty was against Napoli in April 18th. That's a 2023, guys. Almost a year. Mike has saved jack shit for us. And that's upsetting. It's very upsetting. Want to know why? Because just a few weeks ago, what report do we get to see? Mike's agent talking about a raise. Mike's agent thinks he should be paid just as much as Leal. Might be true. It might be true. But when you have performances like this, do we think he deserves $6 million, $7 million a year? Do we think that game against Udinese, where he was racially abused, has affected his performance now for weeks on end? Gio was making comments saying that Mike maybe needs to take a little mental leave. I mean, you're a professional. Professionals overcome. All right? Mike is the French #1 keeper. How can we say that this guy doesn't have what it takes to rise above? Now, he has great reflexes. He does a lot of great things, great distribution from the back, but the defense has been poor in front of him, right? The defense hasn't been the same. I mean, Nico, I know you want to put that. 85%. If he saved it 15% of the time, I would be ecstatic. But he's a 0. Not once has he saved it this season. Come on, baby. All right, let's get to the grade. I know people are not going to like this. But it's an F, Mike. No plans for the Euros this summer. You get an F, a failure, not good enough. All right? Not only did you go the correct way, the first penalty, but then he did it again and you went the opposite way. I'm sorry. I'm not advocating for Mike to be sold for any of that shit. All I'm saying is that, Mike, you need to do better. You need to do it. As that guy Joey Swell says when you go to the gym and you don't like it, you got to do better. And, Mike, you need to do better. F. Sorry. I know people agree. I know Nico is somewhere cursing the ground. We got another Nico. What up, another Nico? Another new Patreon. What up, Nico? Love Mike to death, and I understand penalties are tough for keepers, but there comes a point in time where we need to make a save. We need him to make a save. 100%. Anthony saying Mike's getting a D. Didn't save either penalty, and the team gave up. But he wants $8 million a year, right? Right? You want $8 million a year, but you can't make a save? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. How come you want more money, but you haven't been doing... Listen, I know penalties are hard. I get it. But come on. Don't have the audacity to ask for more money. Marcus is saying D. Gio's saying F. Gio's over there. Unbelievable. How this guy could do two things at once. Remarkable. Oh, we got a question. I'll save that for later. All right. Magnon can't save a penalty for shits. Donnarumma would save almost saved everyone back in the day. The defense is crap, yes, but Magnon hasn't commanded the back line. Do I need to say any more? Edwin, what a fucking great response there. I'm sorry, Mike is going to summer school. No Euros for you, buddy. Let's go to Florenzi. All right. Florenzi. Serviceable, not terrible. They give him a 6.4 here. Fairly low. Second lowest of this whole back line. Again, Florenzi's there to be filling in for Calabria. Florenzi's like 33 years old. He's one of our veterans. He's there for veteran leadership. So for me, Florenzi, I'm just giving him a C. C is fair. Didn't really do anything great. Didn't do anything wonderful. C, nothing special. And Vince Mancini, exactly the same. I would go to Kier here. Now, Kier did one of those things. He gave me the announcer's curse. As soon as I said something good about him on the watch-along, he fucking caused the penalty, the second one. I mean, just for that alone, I got to give Kier an F. I have to do it. I was praising you, saying, you know what, Kier hasn't been bad. And then immediately you fucked me, Kier. Immediately you gave me the curse. I shouldn't have said anything about your ass. And maybe, is that penalty a little soft? That could be up to you. I'm not quite sure. But for me, I just didn't like the way that turned out, man. You know, regarding Florenzi before, people say Gio's already calling him a bum the last two games. Florenzi C. And here we go. Marcus said clear F for the penalty, right? Kier gets a D from Anthony for giving up that penalty. I would have went somewhere around the C, but that penalty got me so pissed off that I mentioned it that I had to give him an F. All right. Let's see. Vince here. D. He continues to show his downfall on the team. He's not at the level he used to be. Well, yeah, 100%. All right. No. This is D. I don't know if I can give Kier a D. I think that penalty just really pissed me off. I'm going F. I don't give a fuck. We're going F. Let's go to Gabbia now. All right, Gabbia, who the guy, if you blink twice, you might have seen Nesta in your eyes. No. Gabbia here, they give him a 6.5. I thought Gabbia was decent. Again, nothing terrible. Gio with the point. Gabbia's new name is Big D. Hey, yo, you got to watch yourself there, man. Unbelievable. I'm not calling him Big D, but I think Gabbia was serviceable. Again, looking like the better of the center backs. And when Chow came in, he did not look much better. I'm getting B for Gabbia again. Gabbia's big B, all right? He's got big balls, all right? He's been playing great. No mistakes here that I can remember. I'm going B. Vince is agreeing with me. Solid. thinks he deserves a C. Plus, he made a huge block. I don't think he deserves a C. Plus, he made a huge block and a cross to prevent the goal early on. All right. Gio, you know what it means. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself, G. You've been hanging out too much over there on that street corner, all right? Listen, the things that we need from our center backs are increasingly looking like Gabia can offer something better than either Kier, than either Chow at the moment, and don't even fucking mention Caldera to me. Don't even do it, all right? Because we need Tomori back like last week, okay? Anthony saying Gabia, solid, gets a B, solid performance by him. All right, what's this comment? I'm not surprised at all anymore. Saw Interplay just the other day with some real ideas behind it, and then seeing Milan running around like jokers makes me sick. I agree, man. I agree. But again, we're in this weird spot of our season at the moment where we seem to be so comfortable in the league. And then we did the same kind of deal in this game. We were so comfortable with the lead. We didn't quite know how to approach it. And we let this team kind of dictate the game to us. Nico saying B. Excited to see how the back line will look with Gabia and Tomori there, right? Vince is saying Gabia with Tomori may be nice. Hopefully that could be a consistent pairing in the near future, right? Football and Chip saying Gabia's been phenomenal lately. He deserves a C. All right, C. To me, I think it's a little low, but I hear you. I like my B. I'm sticking with the B. Defense. The defense is booty juice. Oh, the booty juice without Tomori bailing him out. You're fucking right, bro. When you're right, you're right. All right, so let's move to the midfield now. Let's move to the midfield. All right, because this line, this D line. How many goals you gave up? 7? 7 in one goddamn week. Not good. But let's go to the mids. All right. Benny Booty. Booty Benny. Gio had it out for you at halftime. Gio had it out for you halftime, Benny. And honestly, when we watched the replay of the first goal, my only question is, where the fuck is Benacer? How out of position were you that you left Musa and Reindeers trying to cover back? Musa couldn't get to anything. And Benacer, you're kind of the culprit. Kind of. You got a 6.6 here. Listen, Benny was having a lot of decent build-up play with Pulisic, but nothing was really clicking. They were making good passes, but they were slightly off or a little too long. For me, I have to agree with the chat here. People are saying D for Benny. D for Benny. I mean, this is like Gio wants to give him the D. He's going to get the D. Benny was caca. Sell him now. In the middle of the season. Just sell him now. Yeah. Anthony's saying a C for Benacer. Vince is saying he's a D. Too sloppy. The giveaway was awful on the first goal. Even Nico from our defensive dynamo, he's saying D. Yeah, I think we got to go D. I was very much feeling like we got to give this guy an F today, but I think D is fair. I don't like being too harsh. Again, he was doing a lot of interesting things in the midfield, trying to play back and forth with Pulisic, and I thought it looked good. The problem is that he is basically at fault for the first goal because he's the one who's not there to trek back and to cover that space. So I think you got to give him a D. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry. All right. Let's go to Reindeers. Now, Reindeers, what can I say about Reindeers, man? This guy, when it comes to just getting the ball, keeping possession, moving the ball up the field, he's decent. The problem is that he does not provide anything when it comes to the final third. There's no shots on target. I think we asked how many shots on target maybe he would have, and it would be like 2, or shots into the stands, because we don't assume he's going to get anything on target. Just shots into the stands. I don't think he even got the 2. So for me, for Reindeers, this is, they give him a 7.3, and I think he was decent. Of the midfielders, he easily was the best one. So I think he's got to have a C. That's what I say. When I see it, I think it's a C. Now, let me just track back a little bit from the comments here. So Mark is saying, I still like Benacer, but we need to sign another CDM. We need to sign one, period. I don't think we have another CDM. He's not a CDM like that. I think with a CDM and him, like how Kessie could be very versatile, I think we could constantly get better play from Benacer, better play from the rest of our midfield. I think C is fair. Still can't put shots on target. 100% Anthony. Vince is saying C. The right side of the midfield was a hot mess after Pulisic got subbed. Absolutely right. All right, so in the midfield block, all three were sitting deep with the defense. Tijani and Benacer passing abilities is what started the counter transition. C at a minimum. I honestly, to me, I feel like when I see that, Tijani is pretty solid at holding possession, but I can't say he's really offering much offensively. He's really not. Ricardo saying, not going to lie, I think our whole team and coach getting too much disrespect today for an average performance. Tijani with the ball and passing and gives us more than shots. 100%. 100%. That's basically all he's really giving us right now, because offensively, besides that, it's not really doing much. Vince saying, our midfield has just constantly been boring and sloppy. They ain't supporting this team like they should be. I mean, you guys are making great points here. Great points, man. So, oh, God, here comes Gio. Gio would be the most insane GM. Sell Tijani. He's a bum. Sell him. That's it. We don't even get fucking a whole year with this. Just sell him. That's it. Yeah, damn right, Fuji's funny. We have no CDM. It's a new we have no right wing. Yeah, exactly. That is the make Musa a CDM. Let's not Gio's stupid comment again. Let's go to Morton. Morton say make Musa a CDM. Make a choice, Pioli. I don't know if Musa has that naturally to him. I thought that would have been something they would have worked on, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So for Moose, no, we haven't got the Tijani. Everybody seems to be able to kind of go with the idea that a C is fine. Again, he did a lot of good things, but not anything really great. All right, so let's get to Musa, right? Because we got a lot of Musa comments here, right? Minerals are saying Musa brings energy in this team, and Milan are too slow. 100%, right? Gio would be a fire youth scout. I don't know, dude. All right, so Ricardo's saying Musa is in a double pivot role is a lot better than a solely a CDM. Why not Musa 6, Tijani, and Yassine as 8s for Atalanta? I mean, these could be ideas. Whether Pioli will listen to anything, I don't know. Sometimes I think he pays attention to our show, but I'm not sure, man. It could be a good idea, right? Right? He's not a Kessie type player or Regista. He's a Mezzala. All right. I mean, again, he's still so young. There's still much growth to be him. He's attack-minded. That's what Nico say. He needs to be a bulldog. You need to be a bulldog to be a defensive midfielder. You know, I hope Pioli's tuning in. He better be tuning in right now, because Fabio going to spit some fire. He better listen. Every once in a while, I say something, then all of a sudden it happens on the field. I think, oh, this motherfucker listening, you know, he might be on fire. But Musa today, there were a couple of good moments. And then, like, you know, he was pressing. He looked good. There were some offensive moments. He is offensive-minded, but it's just not there. It's just not there. They're giving him a 6.4, maybe a little too low for my liking, because I think he was better than Benacer was today. So I think, again, a C for Musa, I think is fair. He's not doing enough. He's not being outstanding like I think C is fair. Anthony agrees C's. Pioli doesn't get YouTube on his Nokia flip phone. Oh, my Lord. If Pioli is still using a Nokia, like I bought a 7-Eleven back in 1998, I would be shocked. Shocked. But you know what? Pioli, he has been on the hotline. I think he has a deal with Verizon, AT&T. Could be. Vince is saying C because Musa was just out of position a lot. Yeah, I think C is fair. C is fair. All right. Mineral saying C for Musa as well. All right, let's get to Poli. Now, Poli, I think he does a lot of hard work trying to build up on the right side, working with Florenzi and Benacer. But it just a couple of times he needs to do more, man. He really does. Only plays 62 minutes. I wish I could say I can give him a B, but I just don't feel like that's a right grade. Anthony is saying B. I'm sure a lot of people would say he's easily looks like our most dynamic player, right? He's doing a lot more. A for effort, Pulisic, B for his play for Alex. That's a good comment. But I still feel like it was C. You know, if you see how many times Pulisic gets fucking just crashed into, how many times his legs just get taken out from underneath him, you know, honestly, Pulisic C would have been a B if Leao tossed him the ball. You know what? You know what? I'm not even reading your comments, Shane, because you're just trolling to be a troll. Vince is saying, see, not a negotiable. What is that? Not a negotiating. I don't know what you mean by that. All right. Not a great rating. It did just doing massive, but played well. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not a negative rating. There you go. No wonder I was like, I don't know what the hell he's saying. Just didn't do anything. Still a good performance. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, he shouldn't be sold, Shane, you bastard. Pulisic has never played this much constant football, and he looks tired. That's true, because when you see Chukwueze comes on, you'll see why this guy is going to keep being played. Like, honestly, like, we need Chukwueze to stand up, but we're gonna get to him, right? Morton say Musa's fast and can advance the ball. Unfortunately, the rest, if defense is slow and not good defensively, and the back four are even slower, yeah, you know. Look, Pulisic gave Rennes the long B. Oh my God. I can't with this guy. You know, all right. Listen, for me, I think C is fair. It's fair for Pulisic. He didn't do enough. All right. I believe Pulisic had like one decent chance that he didn't do anything with. So I'm going B. Let's go Leao on the other side. All right. Because I know people love to shit talk Leao. This guy's not even healthy. He's not even healthy. And he's still playing. And you're still relying on him to do everything. How many times did he lose the ball on one-on-one? How many fucking times? I mean, Leao is not 100%. Yet he still found a way to do some FIFA-esque shit. If that happened to me while I was playing FIFA, I would have thrown the remote. How he still got around that defender, the goalkeeper, to tap it in. Unbelievable, man. He's fighting through injury. He's not looking great. Otherwise, this would have been a C or D performance. But getting on the score sheet, playing through injury, playing for 62 minutes, I'm sorry. If you don't give Leao a B, you hating, all right? You might live in Southern California, right near Gio. Stop hating, bro, because Leao is and will always be our best player, our best chance at winning anything. And if we don't have him, watch how pathetic this team would even be. So before you start reading your rumors and believing that people are going to come with 120, 150, 175 million, you tell them to take that money and stick it up their ass, all right? Because Leao is the future captain. He's the future of the club. He's staying here despite the clown show we look like during the summer. And if this guy can get a competent coach who could put a competent team and system around him, Leao is going to be the man. He's just scratching the surface, all right? Scratching the surface. Leao should be most upset that the team didn't address or bring in quality players in position that would have been better for the whole team all around. If Leao is sold, cover your fucking ears this summer because I'm going to lose my mind, all right? Leao's going nowhere. Fuck PSG, all right? He don't want to go to France. He's all about Milan. He wants to stay there. Leao, I'm giving him a B today because he deserves it. He's on the score sheet, scored a goal. Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. By the way, I'm an asshole. I skipped Theo Hernandez. I didn't even fucking give him a grade. Let's go back to the back line. All right. Let's talk Theo. Theo, I mean, I apologize for even skipping you, all right? But until you dye your hair again, I just can't see you. You know, all joking aside, Theo Hernandez played a decent game. I give him a B for the assist. Again, showing how valuable this guy is to us. When he is on his form, he creates great opportunities for a striker to put in headers, to get at the end of crosses. Theo is the man. So for me, that's a B for Theo, 100%. Gio's over there saying Big D. I don't know. I don't know about Big D, G. All right? Pause. But Theo Hernandez, 100% a B, right? Marcus saying man of the match was Theo Hernandez. Anthony saying, no, I have a hard time saying anybody was a man of the match when we fucking lost 3-2 to a team that we were up 3-0 on. That's a little rough. Anthony saying Dale gets a B. Edwin, Dale, B. Ricardo saying Dale's Milan's player of the season. Enough said. You know, Dale is everything Maldini wanted to. Oh, my Lord. I can't believe I even read that out loud. I can't believe I read that out loud. Gio's talking about another big D. You know what, G? Oh, my Lord, G. I don't know. All right, so let's get to the top. Let's talk Jovic. Now, before I smack the shit out of this guy for almost, like, honestly, damn near looked like he was going to punch one of the players on RENNES for a second. I really thought, I said, is this guy dumb enough to do it twice in one week? You get a red card in 2 tournaments? That would be remarkable. But he kept his composure. Now, somebody asked, does his goal wipe away what he did on the weekend? Hell no, he didn't wipe it away. He's a fucking idiot. We lost that game because of our 10-man or our 1-man advantage. Come on, man. 1 goal, good. We happy. You helped us level it. But what did Jovic do the rest of the game? Nothing. All right? To me, I give him a C just for the goal. All right? But if this guy tries to square up on somebody again, I would yank his ass faster than he I would pull him off the toilet seat if he was taking a shit. That's how quick I'd yank his ass. I don't like it. Keep your hands to yourself. All right? This ain't fucking MMA. All right? You must be watching UFC with Gio on Saturday night being legendary. You think you're going out there fighting. You better calm down. All right, Jovic? I want to see the fire when you get the call up. All right? I want to see the fire that you take on defenders and you act like a man. Don't fucking square up, you bitch ass. Anyway, I digress. I'm giving him a C. I think most people, Gio saying F, he gave, that's right, I forgot. He gave up the pen. We're giving him a D just for that shit. We're giving him a D. That's it. There's your big DG that you were looking for. I mean, honestly, can he keep his hands down, handball or slapping play? Either way, his hands are in the air. This guy. I can't take it. All right? People are saying C. I thought C too, but then giving a pen, almost fighting again, it looked like. I don't know, Rick. You think the penalty calls were harsh? I feel like the one on him wasn't harsh. I think the one on Kier maybe could have been a little harsh, but this one, bro. This one, I don't think it was harsh. I mean, he does one of these, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. He's really, this guy's got jokes here. Taking the game into his own hands. Excuse me. All right, let's go. 12 goals, all comps, which is great. 12 goals, all comps. Got yet what? Because he scored a couple of goals probably in what? The Coppa Italia? Nah, all right. All right, let's move on. All right, quickly on our substitutes. So substitutes were, all right, I'm trying to think here. Benacer got substituted for, was it, who the hell was it? Loftus-Cheek? Think so. Pulisic and Leao got substituted for Chukwueze and Okafor. And then, of course, Musa came off for, I think that was Loftus-Cheek. I think Loftus-Cheek came in for Musa. I'm getting myself a little confused here. Who the hell did Benacer get subbed in for? I am fucking drawing a blank. Help me out in the chat here. And then Florenzi, of course, I had to give Tetarashano, goddamn these fucking names, Terrashano a chance to come in just to possibly ruin the game. Pioli really, he doesn't. All right, so Gio saying all the subs were caca except Terrashano. You know what? I honestly don't feel like they did anything. Definitely not Chukwueze. Definitely not Okafor. Oh, Chow, that's right. Chow came in for Benacer. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Chow came in for Musa to go to a 3-man back. I got you. Now I remember. And Chow did not look good either. So I'm going to give them all just a fucking F. We'll give them all an F. You did nothing to help the game. Thank you a lot. What do we think about Pioli? Now, he did subs again. He did substitute a few guys, but he let Jovic start knowing that Jovic is not going to be able to play. He put Kier back into the lineup in this one. Played Benacer with Reindeers. In the midfield, gave Musa a chance to start to give Loftus-Cheek a little break. And, of course, you start our two wingers who have been our best two players the whole season besides Giroud. Happy to see Giroud didn't come in. Not exactly happy that they took the win. So for Pioli, we do progress. He knows to at least take off his two stars. But for me, I'm going with what Vince is saying. Poor tactics for this game. Team did not seem motivated. It's a C performance. C performances are just like, honestly, you just came and you showed up. You did the bare minimum. The bare minimum. And that's what I think Pioli did for this one. The question is, what are they going to do on the weekend? So I think C is fair. Ricardo's saying Pioli, management B, tactics C, or a D. It's A. All right. Well, honestly, I think Pioli C is fair here because it wasn't anything special. Definitely not special. Definitely not fucking special. Who could be next? Where is it? Where is it? Let me find it. So, after the victory, this comes courtesy of the Milan Eye on Twitter or the X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Now, we cannot face any of the teams that are playing right now still to get themselves into the final 16, but we are lined up to play 7 out of the 8 teams that won their group stage in the Europa League. Of course, Atalanta is not included because we cannot play another Italian team. And seeing how things progress for Roma, we'll see if they even make it through to the other side, but we cannot face them in the first round. So the round of 16 here, we're looking at Brighton, the ever-powerful Leverkusen this year, who's yet to even suffer a defeat. Drop points, yes, but no defeats this year for them. Liverpool, who's currently sitting at the top of the English Premier League. You got Rangers, Slavia Prague, Villarreal, and West Ham, which would be, I don't know who you could identify, especially if you're a Milan fan, who you want to face. I heard earlier today, Gio mentioned he wants West Ham, or somebody said West Ham. I can't remember who it was. But I'd say be careful of what you wish for, my man. All right? To me, I don't give a fuck who is the team that we play. I know there's 2 teams on that list that I would do anything to avoid. Leverkusen, we do not want that smoke right now. We don't. We're not up to the level. Maybe later in the competition. But I do not want Liverpool. I do not need Liverpool to put a shellacking on us to make us look bad. Honestly, if we avoid all Premier League teams here, I would be very happy. No Liverpool, no Brighton, no West Ham. Keep them away. Me, I want that Slavia or Rangers or Villarreal. I don't like Rangers in New York or in Scotland or wherever they are, all right? I don't like them in Canada. I sure as hell don't like them in Madison Square Garden. I'm a Devil fan, FYI, all right? So if these guys get picked, whatever we need to do to get through to the next round, that's all that matters. I don't care who the team really is, despite the fact there are some teams I just feel we could get embarrassed. Now, there's guys here, like Gio saying, I want West Ham or Brighton so we can shit on that bitch De Zerbi. Why would you say such a thing? Why? Why do you think we are at the position in this current run of form with these players we have, with this coach that we have? Why do you think we can shit on anybody? If anything, we're getting shit on. We are the toilet seat. Where do you think these guys, any of them we can shit on? I even dare to say the Rangers, the Slavia, the Villarreal, the teams that we look at and say, I hope we get them. What fucking nerve do we have to say these things? We've looked weak. We've looked docile. We look like we have no idea sometimes when we go out there. How about we just get some form by beating the teams in our league? Because we can't do that. We got embarrassed by Monza. What's coming on the weekend can embarrass us even further. Let's not think this Milan, in the current state of affairs, can walk into any 2-leg and be the favorite. Excuse me. Let's see what else is being said in the chat here. All right, who could be next? I'm not sure. Nico saying Xabi Alonso is going to give us that D. God damn it with this D. G, you see, you've poisoned the entire chat here. I hope we get Galatasaray. Is that even a possibility? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But honestly, if we can get that far, Vince is saying that Cinderella story can keep going, but this team looks awful half the time we play. 100%. And with our luck, Dan, you're 100% right. We are getting Liverpool or Leverkusen. It's 100% going to happen. All right? And Ponji makes a great point. This Milan is weaker versus the lower teams, but better against the stronger ones. Again, that worries me because it's like you are raising your level to your competition and then lowering yourself. And that's a mentality thing. We shouldn't be like that. We should be bringing our game and adapting to whoever we play, but to play our best game, not lowering the way we play and playing a worse game against these teams. I want to play against teams that don't park the bus, 100%, because they know we're going to have a hard time breaking them down, man. And teams that win the round 26 group, yep, that's right. So Galatasaray is not an opportunity for us. That's what I'm saying. These are the only teams that we can face. So I'll be really interested, and tomorrow it's going to happen. Man, if we get one of these teams, woo-wee, man, it's going to hurt if we get a team that we cannot handle, and I do not want to see us get bounced the first round. The first leg, rumored to be in the San Siro, is going to be on my birthday. So if you want to spend my birthday with me and you're going to be in the greater New York area, make sure you come through to the Football Factory in Legends Bar, 33rd Street, on 5th Avenue and 33rd Street, right across from the Empire State Building. That's where it's going to be leg one. Let's hope our friends, Facebook Frank and Timmy of the Milan Club Toronto, are going to be there live. So hopefully they get a good game, and then hopefully we get a good draw, and we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Big things, baby, big things. All right, let's just quickly touch base on what's going on right now. The Europa League is going live at the moment. Let's check it out. All right, earlier today, obviously, besides us, Freiburg punched their tickets against Lens. They won 3-2 in extra time. Crazy game. Oh, God, I could never pronounce this team's name. Qarbarg, whatever the hell they're called. They beat Braga to go through. Even despite losing 2-3, their aggregate win was 6-5, so they made their way through. Our old Cardinale Redbird buddies, Toulouse took the loss today. Actually, they tied today, 0-0, but they lost 2-1 to Benfica in the first leg, and that got Benfica through to the next round. Right now, 1-1, Marseille and Shakhtar Donetsk. Unfortunately, no Gattuso there, so we don't have to worry about seeing him, but Aubameyang tied the game up. Still 51st minute, they're tied 1-1. Roma tied 1-1 with Feyenoord. They're tied 2-2 on aggregate. Galatasaray is tied 1-1 right now, but they're winning 4-3 on aggregate. And Sporting is just a formality. They're 1-0 up, but they are 4-1 on aggregate over the Young Boys. So that's it. Those are the other teams. No other Italian team is even playing, even in the Conference League. So nothing to worry about there. I mean, Europa League could be very exciting this year. Very exciting. And it seems like if Roma can punch their ticket through, you got 3 Italian teams in the final 16. So hopefully we can get ourselves progressing a little further. We can have some good matchups. Hopefully we don't get the tougher things, opponents drawn on us. Don Pepino in the building. Funny how we're most likely going to probably face the opponents this season in the Europa League. We're going to face stronger opponents in the Europa League this year than we did in the Champions League. You know what? You're probably right about that. Probably right, man. It's crazy. Lazio is beating Torino 2-0. All right. Well, Lazio is going to be we got Lazio next Friday. What a shit time. What a shit time to give us that game. Time for the questions in the chat, baby. Let's take them out. See what we got in the chat. Again, like I said, put a question in there. If I see it, I will answer it. Let's go with Shane. Gio and Fabio, despite Gio not being here. Let's pretend you had to depend on the Milan defense to save your life with a clean sheet. My question for the podcast is, what type of coffin would you like when it doesn't happen? Ah, damn it. Can we keep a clean sheet? Can we? Is that even a fucking possibility? I don't know, man. But I'm not going to answer that because Alex had an even better one. He's going to choose Pioli as the pallbearer so he can let him down one last time. You know what? When Tomori comes back, him with a solid partner with Mike, maybe not necessarily Florenzi. I still think Calabria is a better defender than Florenzi. With Theo Hernandez, I think that is still could be a solid defense. I think we've really lost something, but I think even the defense gets hurt by the fact that our midfielders were still lacking that defensive midfielder as a cover right in front of them. So I think I'm going to be buried in whatever coffin Pioli decides, because we just cannot keep a clean sheet, man. I would not keep a clean sheet, and it breaks my heart. All right, Youssef is asking, would you be satisfied with $50 million for the summer with no player sale? No, I wouldn't. I'll tell you why. Because the striker everybody seems to be infatuated with that we need to go get. Now, if somehow we can tell Bologna, keep the salad, all right, insalata, all right, keep him, maybe we give him one other player, and we could somehow work Xerxes into like a $30 million range, that would be good, but it's still not enough. We need another center back. Kier can't be our third or fourth center back. We need to find somebody who could push to be that second center back with Tomori, right? We need a defensive midfielder. How many fucking times in about 45 minutes am I going to mention it? We need it. So that's not going to be cheap. We have to find an avenue there, and a solid one that will work good in Italy. So between those three positions, a striker, defensive midfielder, and a center back, I think there, if we can work that up to a 60, 70 million while selling one or two players that aren't one of our core 4 or 5 players that we need, I think we should be okay, honestly. But let's not sell anybody. I don't want to get into this routine of selling our best players all the time. But if you write down a list of who are your best players, besides the fact that we might lose Drew might want to go somewhere else next year. So he's 37, probably going to be 38 pretty soon. He's a young man, very young man still. But if he's to leave, that's another spot open. Now, we're going to keep Colombo? Are we going to keep Jovic? I mean, maybe we should get Jovic some MMA classes or something. I don't know. But we need to address a younger striker. Xerxes seems to be doing well. Is it too much to ask somebody who's only really 1 year? I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be had. Now, whether it's Furlani, Moncada, whoever the fuck is up there at the top making these decisions, they need to be smart, need to be calculated. We need to be frugal with the money we're spending. All right? I don't want to see a $30 million dud. I don't need Chukwueze 3.0, okay? We're going to get sale money probably from CDK. Let's use that smartly so to bolster the squad. Because, again, there's still going to be holes here and there. If you're going to rely on young people, make sure you have a coach that's going to give them time to grow. It can't be the same shit all the time where you get a young player and they just rot on the bench until everybody's injured. Then you have no choice but to put them in. Work them in. Ease them in. It's a long season. Give them 30 minutes. Give them 40 minutes. Don't give them 10 minutes at the end of the game where they're going to shit their pants and cost us all points. That's all I'm saying. Shane's back at it again. Is losing to a mid-table League One team and Inter beating Atletico, if that doesn't show the difference in levels, nothing does. I don't know if that's really a question. I don't know why I read it, but it just tells you how far we are. How far we are from our fucking cousins, that they look so good that they're dominating the league. They're passing Champions League easily. Atletico Madrid is not a bad team. They're a pretty solid team. And they had a couple of chances. Inter should have won 2-3-0 if they actually converted their chances. So there's a lot to do. I'm not even. Can we sell Musa this summer? Very average player. Listen, this is a troll question. These are troll questions. Let's see what Nico's asking here. With Liverpool, Bayern, Barca, and possibly Juve looking for new coaches, what are the chances of us landing a big-time coach this summer? I think our best bet, honestly, and the way things are working out, it looks like Conte's going to be going to Bayern Munich. Barca and Xavi are breaking up this summer. He doesn't want to stay on because he thinks he's not bringing the team to the level they should be. Juve and Allegri seem to be parting ways this summer. And Liverpool, Klopp has already said that he's going to be taking a sabbatical, despite everybody just assuming that maybe he'll take another job a year later. But I think our best bet, and it seems to be the way everybody's talking, our best bet is going to be to go and try to get Thiago Motta. I know people don't want that. People will say, oh, he's an Interista, all these things. But he's doing a lot with this Bologna team. And I believe he coached another team prior that he did pretty well with. So to me, if that helps us sign Xerxes, and is this management and ownership, do they want to pay Pioli another year? Do they want to pay Pioli a year where he's not going to be coaching the team? I don't know how cheap everybody is up there at Casa Milan. I'm not quite sure. But I know is that as much as I like Pioli, love singing the song, Pioli's on fire, la, 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 the fire's out. It's not even a smolder anymore, right? We need to move on to a new coach with new ideas who could take us to the next level. Pioli, I don't think, will get us further. He didn't get us further in the Champions League. We're not getting further along really in the league this year. I mean, yes, we are higher than we were last year, but we shouldn't even been playing Champions League then because of Juve. So I think for us, it honestly needs to move on. I think if the rumors and all the stuff that we hear about end up being true, that we're going to move on from Pioli this year, that the outcomes that maybe management had set up have not been met. And another loss to Inter, another loss to Atalanta, not progressing very far in the Europa League after not progressing in the Champions League. I think it spells that we need to move on. Need to move on. When Pogba is back, do you see him playing? If so, who doesn't play? Musa or Adley? No. Pobega can sit on the bench and go get another doctorate in whatever the hell he wants. No way in hell am I playing Pobega. Pobega needs to be sold. He was a big mistake to bring him back. We wasted about a year and a half of his career. He could have been sold to Torino. Milan has a hard time moving players for money. They really do. People are dying over CDK because we gave him to Atalanta for a small amount, and now it looks like, oh, that might have been a mistake because now he's scoring goals, doing well, and they're going to resell him. They're going to resell him for $100 million. All right, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, my. Is this a real question? If you had a last-minute penalty to stop right now, who do you put in net? Mike, Sporiello, Morante, or Tatarusano? You know what? With what I've seen, I'll call it Tata. He's fucking blind. Maybe his seeing stick could save it. I don't know. But for me, no way. No way. First of all, Sporiello, what a waste of a signing. What a waste of a signing. Why do we sign people like this? To not play? To never give them any time? Honestly, it just baffles my mind. And, honestly, so much. But, guys, I appreciate the questions. I really appreciate Atalanta this weekend. Sunday, 2:45, the big game. The big game. Round 3 of our fight. We've lost both rounds in the front. And if we don't make this round a knockout, we are done, baby. Atalanta currently sitting only, what's the settings here? They are in 4th place with 48 points. We sit with 52. So we are 7 points ahead of them. If they were to win, they go to 48 with a game in hand. So with another win for the game at hand, they would be at 51, only 1 point behind us. So again, that gap between the teams below us is getting smaller and smaller. Bologna, who is at 25 games, so they're equal to us. If they were to win and we are to lose to Atalanta, now Bologna is getting even closer to us. It's really Atalanta, Bologna, the only two teams that can really press us for that final Champions League spot. So we need to at least get a draw here. I think if we suffer another defeat, and again, leaking, hemorrhaging goals like crazy, I think, oh my Lord, man. There is no anything that could happen that will cause Pioli to be kicked out. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen, right? But it would be really bad to start getting to the stretch run because we got Atalanta next, Lazio next Friday, shit time. And then the following week, we got our whatever it's going to be, our Europa League first leg, and then Empoli. So before we get to those two other games, these two games are huge. And I can't fathom a CDK goal will oh my God. The level of shit that will happen will be just too much. We can't do it. Can't do it. So please, Milan, I beg of you from all the way from Long Island, do not embarrass us on Sunday. Please lay out ice, get a massage from one of Gio's ladies. All right. Do whatever you need to do to get healthy. All right. And let's put out a good performance. We need the best starting 11. I'm hearing Tomori and Kalulu should be back. Probably not Atalanta, but close to the game against Lazio. So just next week, we should be expecting two guys to get completely back in the fold. So it'd be really, really important if we can get Tomori and Kalulu up to speed before we get to the Europa League games and moving forward. Because I think it's going to be too quick to rush them into playing much time against Lazio. I think it's a bad idea. And Lazio's going to be fighting for their own European battle there against Bayern Munich. That's going to be happening the same week that we start to play. So it's going to be interesting, man. But let's handle Atalanta first. That's most important, man. I think, so Ponji saying he thinks Ciao and Gabbia. I don't know, man. Ciao scares me. Ciao scares me big time right now. You know, I hope I'm wrong. Party shop, people. All right, we're almost an hour here. I'm doing this all solo here. I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat for this time, man. We got so much going on in the channel. We're probably going to have another watch along coming with the pregame with Vinny on Sunday. So check it out if you haven't already. You know what? Why doesn't Kier scare me? It's just more of that. I just think Kier is a better player on distributing the ball. And even though if anybody with pace goes at him, he's going to look like fucking the Ice Capades. But I just still think what he offers in experience, what he offers in leadership, I think, again, Kier has things, despite this stupid penalty, I should just shut the fuck up about Kier because this guy fucks me every time I talk about him. Guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure if you haven't, please fucking hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button for me. Leave a comment if you're checking it out later, man. We need more, all right? We need more people watching, more people subscribing. We need it all, baby. And if you want to be a part of the whole discussion, be a part of the Patreon, you got to come find us on Patreon. It'd be super important to help us grow the channel, man. And I appreciate everybody who's taking the time to watch and comment and being interactive here with me. Let's go, baby. Guys, I'm not going to do what Vinny says. I got to change. I got to find my own outro here, all right? Forza lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai. Ale, 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 Milan, ale. Forza lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai.